Hey, good morning. I was just reading over some of the books that we have stacked up here with Antoinette Kuritz. She is, I call her the book lady. She is with the La Jolla Writers Conference. And you guys have big things actually coming up in November.
We do.
Never too early to talk about it.
Never too early to talk about it. If you are an aspiring author, take the time to spend the 3 days with us at the La Jolla Writers Conference. It's an amazing conference, nothing like it. There's a 6-to-1 faculty-student ratio. Yeah, and we have usually at least 3 to 5 New York Times best-selling authors teaching on the art and craft side of business. We teach the business of writing also, and we've got agents and editors and all kinds of great people. It's really worth going to, and it's very inexpensive because everybody involved donates their time.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody.
And these are professional writers. These are like some of the guys in your staff.
Some of the guys here.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's start. And this top book looks fascinating.
Brad Meltzer, The President's Shadow. First lady is a gardener. She goes out, she likes to go out before dawn to garden because then she can be alone in the rose garden. And she starts digging and she thinks she's fighting with a tree root. It's an arm.
No.
Somebody has placed a severed arm in the rose garden, letting the Secret Service know that they don't know everything that's going on there.
So that's a surprise.
Yeah, so the National Archivist is called in to investigate what's going on because he's a great investigator. Story takes off from there. It's convoluted, it's fast-paced, and Brad Meltzer's an amazing, he digs into things. He's got TV shows where he digs into things. And he does great research, so there's a lot of history in this book. It's fascinating. The President's Shadow by Brad Meltzer, great suspense thriller.
Whoa.
Dad will love it, especially if Dad likes history.
All right.
He'll love it. Okay.
Okay. So Cold War III. This is a little too timely.
Oh, it is very timely. It's about the petrodollar and the standard we're on with the petrodollar versus the petroruble. It ties together what's going on with Putin and how that ties to the Middle East. There's a lot of undercurrents going on economically in the world that we aren't aware of that could really impact us. And the best thing is this reads like a great suspense novel, but it's all fact. It's nonfiction. Wonderful book by W. Craig Reed, local author. New York Times best-selling author of Red November, the story of the technology, the Navy technology that stopped Khrushchev. And there's a Navy technology in here that could end all of this. And we need to fund it.
And with as scary as things are going over there with Putin these days, this isn't too far from the...
Well, learning about how the Navy develops technologies, for me, was fascinating. So how the U.S. Navy can defeat Putin and halt climate change and change things in the Middle East.
No, climate change. Cash Landing.
Cash Landing by Jim Grippando. Jim Grippando, so many stories that novelists write are taken from reality. Jim Grippando was a friend of his as a judge, said, Jim, I just sat on this case. You got to write a novel about it. Someone who's never been a thief before stages the heist of a plane that comes in and out of Miami weekly with $80 to $100 million on it. The heist is successful, but then the suspense begins because there are criminals lined up to take that money away. And why? I love Jim Grippando, one of my favorite authors, and this is another wonderful suspense thriller.
Yeah. So
and funny, very funny also.
And if the other criminals come and try to steal the money away, what are they going to do, call the cops?
Yeah.
Right?
Goodfellas meets Elmore Leonard in this book. Your dad will love it.
Very nice, yes. And these are, by the way, Father's Day suggestions.
Father's Day suggestions, yes.
Right.
But I love these books, too.
Yes.
I mean, Mom will read them afterwards.
Moms love them, too.
L. Ron Hubbard, Writers of the Future. This is a contest that's put on every single year. Some of the best of the science fiction writers, science fiction and fantasy writers and illustrators judge the new upcoming science fiction writers and fantasy writers. And what's in here is incredible short stories. Just wonderful. Now, Dad sometimes doesn't have a lot of time to read. Short stories are a great, because he can put it down.
That's true.
You know, read a few pages, put it down. It's a wonderful, wonderful compilation of stories.
Go down for the beach for half an hour.
Yeah.
Read a story.
Read a story. And they choose such wonderful writers. One of the La Jolla Writers Conference attendees, this is a prestigious award to win, and to be in this book is really something.
Yeah.
One of the La Jolla Writers Conference attendees won this a couple of years ago.
Good for them.
Yeah, and I was moved to tears when he mentioned us on stage. Legend by Eric Blem.
I'm sure you were.
Eric Blem is a local author. he is actually signing this book today at Barnes & Noble in Encinitas at 1 o'clock. So if you want to get Dad an autographed book. And Cold War III is going to be Encinitas Barnes & Noble July, I think it's 8th or 18th. So you've got two authors here where you can get autographed books for Dad.
Well, they know where to come in the summertime, don't they?
Yeah. And, well, they're both local authors, and they're both New York Times best-selling authors. We have a lot of them here in San Diego.
They got a lot going on.
This is a great book. It's, you know, Vietnam War is way behind us, but it's about courage and heroism in the Vietnam War. Get this for Dad, but if you're a family, read it with your teens. It's about what true heroes are about. Guy jumps on a plane. A bunch of people, a bunch of military go into Cambodia. Small bunch go into Cambodia, which was neutral, so they shouldn't have been there. They soon realize they're surrounded by North Vietnamese in Cambodia. There's no way out. The people that come in to save them, one of them is a medic who jumps on with just his medical kit and his knife, and he doesn't leave until the last one is on the plane. And when he gets on the plane, his guts are hanging out, literally. He ends up in a body bag. Someone insists that they double check him. He's actually alive.
He's alive.
He lives. He wins the Medal of Honor. It's a wonderful, wonderful read. Eric Blem is local. He used to be a surf reporter.
Oh.
And when September 11th happened, he decided to begin writing about our troops.
Serious, yeah.
And he has really done some amazing books. You'll
Well,
love
good for
Legend.
him.
Dad will love Legend. Go get him an autographed book.
All right, Eric.
Hampton Sides in the Kingdom of Ice. Now, where W. Craig Reed actually went up to the Arctic to see what was going on there. He went with the Navy up there. These guys were among the first. This is the story of one of the first ships to go to try to reach the North Pole. It was an American ship, started out, I think it was in 1879 from San Francisco, was hit by an ice floe. They were, I think it was 1,000 miles north of Siberia when they had to abandon ship. And it's a story, it's an amazing story of courage. And if Dad likes history, great book.
All right.
It's called
And
The
finally,
Kingdom of Ice. Finally, unwritten rules of golf. Just if your dad's a golfer,
yes.
or if some young man you know is a golfer, all the rules before, during, and after the game. It's the unwritten rules of golf. The etiquette of being on the golf course.
And being a golfer.
And if Dad has to play golf because of business,
yeah,
it's a wonderful book. And it's, you know, it's just, if Dad's a golfer, get him the rules of golf.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So
and then finally, we have 20 seconds.
20 seconds. One of Everything by Donna Carol Voss. This is for the ladies out there, but the men will love it too. Amazing memoir. If you like things like Angela's Ashes and A Million Little Pieces, you will love this. Brilliantly written, and it's a journey. And the thing about memoir is we go on the journey with the author, but it makes us really look at our own journey. Yeah. This was such a powerful book, I could not put it down.
Very good.
One of Everything by Donna Carol Voss.
Of course, didn't we find something out about that Million Little Pieces?
Yes, but this is for true. And you know what? Million Little Pieces was not...
Still a good book.
It was a great book.
Still a good book.
And it wasn't his fault.
I know.
And don't tell me Oprah didn't know when he went on Oprah. Because she's got more people vetting these books than... Yeah. He was a first-time writer, had a great story. I can picture this. His editor says, how much of it is true? And he goes, about 85% of it. Yeah. Not all of it, but about it. She said, memoir.
There you go.
Memoirs are selling now, memoir. I can picture it.
Yeah. So there you have it.
There you have it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And, you know.
And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Get them a good book.
My husband, all the dads out there.
And I'll just say, as a dad, it is really nice to pick up a book and to escape into a different world.
Yes.
For a short period of time.
Yep.
Not that our world is that bad, because it's pretty good.
But it's a
nice to escape.
It's like going on a journey.
It is.
It's
right
wonderful.
Right there in your beach chair.
And you've got two books here that one you can get signed today for Dad, and one you can go with Dad. You can say, hey, Dad, here's a book. Here's Cold War III, and I'm going to take you to meet the author.
There you go. Antoinette Kuritz, La Jolla Writers Conference. It's happening on November 6th through the 8th.
Yes.
If you want to learn how to be a writer, you want to write, you got an idea, that's the place to go. All right.
Thank you.